Welcome to practical number 8 of Arduino based system design lab. Aim of this practical is to achieve Wi-Fi connectivity with Arduino module. Before going into details of this practical, we will discuss the contents of this practical. So first of all, we will learn what is Wi-Fi. Then we will learn about ESP8266 Wi-Fi module, which we are going to interface with Arduino Uno. Then we will learn about remote XY control for Arduino Uno. Then we will create the GUI with the help of remote XY app, and we will create the setup for it. Then we will learn how to upload the code through Arduino IDE to Arduino and the configured ESP8266. So we will start with the contents now. What is basically a Wi-Fi? As we all know, that is simple definition of Wi-Fi is nothing but wireless technology used to connect your computer, tablets, smartphones and other devices to internet wirelessly. So Wi-Fi is a radio signal which is sent from wireless router to nearby devices, and that nearby devices are going to communicate to this router wirelessly. So basically the Wi-Fi is going to be Wi-Fi is actually developed by a well-known standard which is nothing but that is IEEE 802 standard. So there are different versions of this 802 IEEE standard. So 802.3 standard is going to be used as a Ethernet. Then 802.15, this standard is used as a Bluetooth. Then 802.11, which is well known as your Wi-Fi standard. So IEEE 802 community have developed all these standards. So Wi-Fi comes under 802.11 protocol. So there are different sub bands of this 802.11 also. So these different sub band includes, as you might have heard about, A band, B band of Wi-Fi, G band, N band, AC band, like that. So all these bands are different and are can be differentiated by its bandwidth, then its capacity, you can say. Okay, then frequency range, like that. So basically Wi-Fi is a standard which is developed by IEEE community under 802.11 standard. So what is basically a Wi-Fi, or which part you will require to achieve a Wi-Fi? Basically you will require a wireless router. So wireless router forms the base. So if you consider, this is nothing but your wireless router. So wireless router is going to be connected with its nearby devices. So let us consider this is your mobile device. Other one can have that is laptop as your another device. So any other devices which is equipped with Wi-Fi adapter. So the device must have its own Wi-Fi adapter. Then only it is going to capture the radio signal which is sent by this wireless router. So on the other hand, this wireless router is connected to, let us say, the internet. So this is going to be connected to internet, let us say via fixed cable. So let us say using fiber optics cable. Or there can be another way to connect to this internet for this wireless router is through your telephone system. So this is nothing but, let us say, your telephone through your modem. So what is basically a modem? Modem is nothing but an in-between device which is used for modulation and demodulation of the signal. So through modem, the telephone and internet and routers are going to be connected. So this is one of the way by which your wireless router is connected on one end, and on other end it is continuously going to send the radio signal, so which is going to be captured by the nearby devices which is having its own Wi-Fi adapter, and through this radio range it is going to access the things on the internet. So we are going to connect it to internet wirelessly through this radio link. So here the interface is nothing but your air interface. So this is basically a simply the Wi-Fi means. So now this can be varied independent on your bandwidth, dependent on the speed. So these two are nothing but the performance measure for your Wi-Fi. Then your frequency bandwidth. So frequency spectrum, in which frequency spectrum the particular that is protocol is allotted, like that. So there are different performance measure also. So basically Wi-Fi is nothing but accessing internet wirelessly via wireless router. So that is basic definition of your Wi-Fi. So here the aim of this practical is to provide Wi-Fi connectivity to Arduino. Means Arduino should be connected to a Wi-Fi, and for that the module which we are that is going to be used is nothing but a Wi-Fi module. So if you interface that Wi-Fi module with Arduino Uno, definitely your Arduino will be having the Wi-Fi connectivity, and the module that we are going to study is nothing but the very well known module, that is nothing but ESP8266. So ESP8266 is nothing but a Wi-Fi module which is developed by Espress IP company. So Espress company is nothing China based company which have developed this chip. So which able to generate or able to achieve a Wi-Fi access point with the help of microcontroller, obviously. And here in our case our microcontroller is nothing but the Arduino. So if you interface this module with any microcontroller, that microcontroller will be worked with wireless connectivity. So now before going to interface this module directly with Arduino, we will go into some details of this ESP8266 module. So ESP8266 module is nothing but a low cost serial Wi-Fi module. So here the word serial means very important from our perspective, because in Arduino we have learned that is serial communication is possible. So this ESP8266 obviously is going to be interfaced to Arduino via serial communication. So whenever I am saying serial communication means your TX and RX pin of Arduino should come into picture. So obviously this device must have the TX and RX pin. So here this module is going to be interfaced to Arduino via serial communication. So now this is nothing but basically the pinout, and you can say the external view of this module. So the module looks like this. So if you see, it is a very small chip. So here these includes the pins. So ESP8266 module is having 8 pins. These are distributed in 2 rows. 4 in upper row and 4 in lower row. Later we will go into details of these pins. But first of all, understand the external view of this ESP8266 Wi-Fi module. This is nothing but the main chip. That is nothing but our 8266, and this patch you can see is nothing but your antenna patch. Obviously it's a Wi-Fi module, so it should have antenna. So this is nothing but the antenna patch. So a tiny antenna is going to be mounted on this module. So this is nothing but the external view of the ESP8266. So via this antenna, this module is going to create the Wi-Fi connections, or going to give the radio signals from this module to connect to nearby devices. Now the below diagram shows the actual pinout of this ESP8266. So as I told you, there are 8 pins in ESP8266. These pins are distributed in this manner. So first pin is nothing but RX. So RX, and the next pin is nothing but the TX. So we will understand the use of each and every pin over here. So what is the RX pin and TX pin? So because RX and TX pins come in pair, so these must be connected to respective TX and RX pins of your microcontroller in order to achieve the serial communication in between this module and Arduino. So these two pins are responsible for the serial communication, RX and TX, and these pins are actually used to upload the code serially on your Arduino board. Then next pin is nothing but this pin is VCC. So what is this? Is nothing but the supply pin. This you can say is the supply voltage. So the supply voltage to this module is nothing but 3.3 volt. So any voltage approximately which is greater than 3.3 to 3.7 up to 3.7 it's allowable, but again we have to limit that to 3.3, otherwise the device or this module may damage, or this device is going to be damaged permanently. So you need to take care about that. That is the supply voltage to this device is 3.3 volt only, and other pin for to turn this module on is nothing but ground pin. So this must be grounded obviously. Then what about rest of the pins presented over here? So the next pin corresponds to the GPIO 0 pins. So GPIO 0 pin and GPIO 2 pins. These forms your GPIO pins. So these are nothing but general purpose input output pins which are responsible to actually connect the different input output to this module. So this module, as here we are going to interface this module to Arduino, but this module itself can able to, that is configure the or able to connect with certain IO devices. Let us take LED. So you can connect the LED to GPIO 2 pin to turn it on or off. So any peripheral you can connect to these 2 pins, but generally this can be avoided. So another version of this ESP8266 is nothing but Node MCU. So using only Node MCU you can create the Wi-Fi access point. So no Arduino is required in that case. But here we are going to interface this with Arduino, because we want, if we want to have more such IO or more such peripherals to be connected to Arduino, then obviously these 2 pins will not be sufficient. So we need to go for other digital IO pins, and that we can get in our Arduino Uno board. So that's why we are going to connect this module to Arduino Uno to connect different peripherals at a time. Then the other important 2 pins are nothing but the reset pins. So here I am going to mark this by black color. So here the reset pin. So this reset pin is nothing but is used to reset the chip. So this reset, the chip can be resetted by the AT commands also. So later we will talk about that AT commands. So the Wi-Fi module is associated with this AT command. So AT is nothing but attention command. By providing proper AT command, one can reset this module through software also, but this is nothing but the hardware reset. So to reset this Wi-Fi module, you need to connect this reset to your plus VCC, so that the chip is going to be resetted. And if you want to reset this for, let us say in runtime, if you want to reset this chip, then you need to connect a push button to this reset pin. So push button is connected in between this reset pin and ground, so that whenever you want to reset, you have to that is press that push button, so that this Wi-Fi module is going to be resetted. But generally this will not required, because we are having AT commands that can reset the this Wi-Fi module through software, but it's dependent on your application. Then the next important pin is nothing but CHPD pin. So what is this CHPD pin? So this is called as your chip power down pin, and this pin is going to be connected to plus VCC to start the operation from this Wi-Fi module. So plus VCC means here this pin need to be connected to 3.3 volt. So this provides the chip power down, which enables the, which must be enabled to high all the time. So before going to program the this module with any microcontroller, you need to put CHPD pin to VCC only, otherwise the module will not start.